This conference will now be recorded.
So what is the syntax team to launch browser? Yesterday we have discussed the syntax. What is the syntax? WebDriver. So object reference, you can give anything. As of now, let me give driver. New. If you want to launch, Chrome browser, you have to give Chrome driver, right? This is the syntax. See, I asked you to think. So what is the syntax? What is this line? So what is your understanding from this line? Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. What it is saying? The sixth line. And so based on the Java discussions, based on our previous sessions, what you are able to understanding this line, seventh line. Forget about the error as of now. Okay, let's debug now. Let's debug. Let's debug here. What I'm saying here, if you want to launch browser, so this is the syntax, right? See here. So blindly, what I'm saying here, if you face a new keyword, what is the meaning of new keyword team? What is the use of new keyword in Java? What we can do by using new keyword? So we can create object, right?
Create
So
object.
yeah, we can create object. Let's consider. So if you want to create object for this class, how to create? So if it is this class, test class, if I want to create object for this class, I have to create object like this. Class name. So let's consider object name equals to new keyword and class name. Right? This is how I can create object for my class. Same thing. I'm creating object for which class here? So one is fixed
Chrome
here.
driver.
Exactly. Right? So blindly remember whatever the keyword, whatever the name after your need keyword, for that class only we are creating object. And remember, for class only we are having a constructor. What is the syntax name? Class name, object name is equal to new class name. So after the equals, whatever you have for that class only we are creating object. And already I told you, see what is the syntax name? Class name, object name is equal to new class name, or we are saying class name, object name is equal to new constructor. This is the constructor. So here we are calling the constructor here. So which class constructor we are calling? This is a Chrome driver class. That too, which constructor? Default constructor. Clear? And now let me add for my project. Let me add Java API. Sorry, Selenium API. How to add team? First of all, we have to download from official website. What is that official website? SeleniumHQ.org. Go to this official website and go to the download option. Selenium, SeleniumHQ.org is the official website. And go to the download, and under download you can able to get serial Java language, Selenium language by name. Go for a Java. We are into Java, right? So now the latest version is 3.141.59. This is the stable version, right? See, go to this one and click on the download. You will get a zip file here. How to extract the zip file? After downloading, just click on this option. Now click on show in folder. It will download under your download. So it will take me few seconds. See, Selenium is an API, right? See, what is the API? What is meant by API?
It is a
It,
collection of jars.
exactly. It's a collection of jar files. Nothing but I can say jars. Right? So what is a jar? Jar is a collection of packages. Nothing but Java packages. Right? So what is a package? Already we know it. Package is nothing but it is a collection of classes and interfaces. So what these classes and interfaces contain? Obviously methods and variables, right? So this Selenium API also containing, so whatever we are downloading here, so this is also containing jar files. Let me open it. So in folder, now you will get a zip file here. So let me extract this one. So let me create a special folder here for this folder containing jars. Under these jars, paste it here. Now I have my Selenium API zip file. So how to get a code here? You have to extract it. So here we have an option called extract R. Now if you click on this one, you will get a confirmation message like this, and click on next, and the Selenium API get under the same folder. Now you will get a folder like this. Now this is a Selenium API. Now you have a Selenium API, you can try to use this API. How to use this team? How to use steps, right? So how to add it into your project? Already I told you, add it into your project. So just and if you right click, you will get an option called build path. Build path and go to configure build path. Click on configure build path, and you have options like this: source, project, libraries, order and export, mobility relationship. And one of the options is libraries. So we are going to add libraries. So these are the internal library, JRE coming from Java. So for your project, you can add external library. So whatever the libraries we are adding here, library or people are saying API. So this is external, right? For Selenium. Now for that you have an option called add external jars, right? Now it's completed. Now I have two jar files directly under my folder, and under my libs I have a these folders. Nothing but these jar files. Now try to add this one. So under libraries, you have an option called add external jar libraries, and now go to your where I have this under E drive. I have a jars folder. Inside jars, I have a Selenium folder. After extracting this one, you will get a folder like this. Under this folder, directly we have two jar files. First of all, add these two jar files, and again repeat the same for under libs. Okay. Now you have a all jar file. Okay. After that, click on apply. Now you have a reference library. Earlier you have a JRE and SRC only. Whenever you have added this one external jar, you will get this reference library. Reference library is nothing but whatever the external jar is, that will be reference library. Okay, now apply and go. Now observe. Why I'm getting error here? Why I'm getting error here? See, this is a class, already we know it. So for this object by using new keyword, forget about the whatever the keyword after before left side. So can concentrate on whatever we have right side. Now new keyword, nothing but we are creating object. For what we are creating object, this is a Chrome driver. This is a class. For Chrome driver class, we are creating object. But I'm getting error here. Why I'm getting error here? See, this is in Selenium. One of this package, see, these are the reference libraries. Whatever the jar file we have added comes to the reference library. So these are all the jar files. Jar files contain open this. These are the packages coming from where? These are all coming from Selenium. See, these are all the packages coming from Selenium. So open this one, you will get again. These are all the classes and interfaces. So you're not allowed to see this code. So people are hiding the code. So like this you can see. These are all nothing but your Selenium classes and interfaces. One of the class is Chrome driver class. Chrome driver is a class from Observability. From the class from where org OpenQA Selenium. If you want to access, if you want to create object of Chrome driver class, first of all you have to import it. Why you have to import? Because you're not allowed to use the code. So you're not allowed to create object for Chrome driver class without import because it is in another package. Anyway, it is in a project, but it is an another package. This is one of the package. This class presenting in one of the package of Selenium package. Here, now let me import this one. See here, you're getting import option from where Chrome driver class from package org OpenQA Selenium. Whenever I click on this import option, now observe the, I will get the imported option. Clear? And for understanding purpose, let me comment on this one. Let me comment on this one. So if it is a class, I can create object like this. Chrome driver object name is called new Chrome driver. Yes, sir. Forget about the second one. Now observe. Now observe whether it is launching browser or not. If it is not launching, we have to download driver. Observe. Let me execute just. I'm saying this can be launch your browser. Which browser? Chrome browser. Observe. Run as the application. Now what it is saying that java.long.illegal state exception. If you get illegal state exception, you have to download a driver. Which driver? Chrome driver. Right? Now download Chrome driver. I'll tell you what is this Chrome driver, why we have to use Chrome driver. We say Chrome driver download. See, so let me download this Chrome driver version 78. So remember team, your Chrome driver version depends upon your browser version. It should match with your browser. Whatever the browser you have installed in your machine, so that should be match your Chrome driver. Now observe. So let me check my Chrome driver version here. Click on this three dots. Now you will get an option called help here. Go to the help. You will get about this is here. Now it will show you my Chrome browser version. What is my Chrome browser version? It is a 79.0. If it is 79.0, I have to download Chrome driver 79. Let's say 79. Observe. Go to this site, first site. See here, download is 79 option. You have 80, 79, 78. Now this will match for in my browser 79. I click on download. It is just a exe file name. Now whenever you click navigate to this one more page, Now here you will get options like this. For Windows, Macs, Linux. I'm into Windows, right? Now click on this Windows 32-bit. So if you download 32-bit, you can use for 32-bit or 64-bit as well. Now click on this one. You will get again a zip file. Take the action. Okay. Again same do the steps like how we have downloaded Selenium zip file. And again click on show in folder. Again place it somewhere. Place the facility. And again under E drive jars. And again extract this clone driver. Right click extract all. Now you get the folder like this. Now this is under my E drive jars folder. This is my clone driver win32bit folder. So I'm having exe file. For my ease of use, let me paste it here. And I can bring this folder here, clone driver. And my clone driver, let me use this driver. Now here we have to give this path before my launching browser. Where I have to give? Here you have to give a system predefined class in Java, but set property, one of the overloaded method in system class. Second method, we have to pass key and value here. What is my key here? It is a static key. You have to give WebDriver dot dot driver. If you are going to launch Chrome driver, you have to give this keyword. This is a fixed key. And here you have to give your path key. In the double quote, you have to give your path key. Okay, after that, same. Double slash, double slash. IT, and this is a static keyword. As of now, let's understand. This is the driver exe file which will use to launch your browser. So again, this is referring to my folder only. Under folder, I am having exe file. Now, give the exe file. Which file? Chrome driver dot exe. You have to give full file name. In the E drive, I have a jars folder. Under jars folder, I have a Chrome driver folder. Inside Chrome driver folder, I have a Chrome driver dot exe file. And I am saying this is will launch a browser. Okay. Now observing, let me check whether it is launching browser or not. Run as Java application. See, see here, one fresh new browser started. Able to observe? See, this is browser launched by Selenium. Selenium API. See here, these are the steps we are following to launch browser. Now, here, 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 what we are doing here, forget as of now, forget this first line. Let's concentrate on the second line. What we are doing here, just we are creating object for a class. Which class? We are creating object for this class. How come it is launching a browser? Any idea? Just I am creating object here. So if I create object for this Chrome driver class, how come it is launching a browser? And let's consider as of now there is no use of this first line, seventh line. All subject, all we have to concentrate on this ninth line. Just think a little bit, you will get an answer. How come it is able to launch a browser? If I'm creating object for this WebDriver class, it is presenting in my Selenium API that is able to launch a browser. How come it is able to launch a browser? Just imagine when let me know if you have any idea. Bhagavan, yeah. Okay. See, ma'am, what we are saying here, object creation nothing but. So, what is the syntax here? Class name, object name. Already we discussed. This is not a class name. So, having constructor, this is a constructor. Can I mention like this? Let's consider. See here. So, what is the class we are discussing here? My class name. What is my class name here? My class name here is Chrome driver. Let me write a pseudocode for this Chrome driver class. Public class. My class name. What is my class name? So this is like this Chrome driver. This is class starting. This is class ending. If it is class starting, class ending, can I mention constructor here? Chrome driver class constructor. How to mention the class constructor? Public. Can I make return type? Can I give return type? No, right? Constructor will not having written type. Constructor is same like a class name, right? See, this is a constructor inside a Chrome driver class. You have a constructor, and people are maintaining code inside a Chrome driver class constructor. It will launch your browser. That to which browser? It will launch Chrome browser. Then, when the constructor will execute, when the constructor will execute, constructor will execute whenever you create object for a class. Nothing but you are creating object for this class. In this line, in this particular 7th, 9th line, you are not only create object for a class, object for Chrome driver class, you are calling Chrome driver class default constructor. This is how the implementation of Chrome driver class default constructor. What inside the Chrome driver class default constructor? Constructor. People are implemented inside code to launch browser. If I am creating object for Chrome driver class, it will launch browser. Creating and inside Chrome driver class, we have a method called public void get method. This is one of the method get method, and this get method will accepting a parameter called string parameter, string URL. You have to supply URL for this method. And if you call this method, if you supply a string parameter URL, and it will enter URL on open browser. It will enter, what is the function of this get method team? Enter URL in open browser. This is the code implementation of Chrome driver class. Chrome driver is a class from Selenium. Inside a Chrome driver class default constructor, people are implemented the code such a way that it will launch browser. When the constructor will execute in, whenever you create object, constructor will execute. Here in ninth line, what I am trying to say here, here I am creating object of Chrome driver class. So if I'm creating Chrome driver class, it will go to the Chrome driver class and it will execute Chrome driver class default constructor. Clear? And now, so before that, what technically, see here, see how come it is able to launch browser. Observing, see, if you don't have a Chrome driver installed Chrome driver in your machine, it will not going to launch browser. First of all, let me show you in Paint. See, whenever you execute these two lines of code, first of all, it will check whether your machine having installed Chrome browser or not. Let's consider your machine having installed Chrome browser. So let's consider this is a code. That is we are calling as binary code. From this binary code, what the Selenium will do? Selenium will take a copy of your binary code and it will launch a fresh and new browser in your machine. Observe it. Observe. What is my browser install browser version here? What is my install browser version? Already we have seen, right? What is my install browser? You can go help Google Chrome. So it is the version 79, and here this is the browser of Selenium launch browser. Observe the version also. Now again go to here, go help and about Chrome. Observe it. So what is the version here? This is also 79. 79. So that means, so there is a relationship between my install browser and Selenium launch browser. What is the relationship? Then people may ask a question like this. And these browsers are the same version, and the browser which is launched with Selenium is the same copy of your installed browser. Is the same copy of installed browser. Clear, team? And the binary code. So whatever the binary code, this binary code address, who will tell you this binary code address to your Selenium? And this is the Chrome driver will tell you your browser binary code address. What is the use of Chrome driver, team? The Chrome driver will give you the address of your browser binary code. Install browser binary code. By using your install browser code by browser binary code, and Selenium will launch a fresh browser. And this is a fresh browser every time. So observe it. If you run one more time, every time it will launch a new fresh browser. And there is no any cookies, there is no any browser history. Every time it will going to launch new browser. Observe it. Again it will launch new browser. And now observe, this is a Chrome driver. Observe, move cursor here. This is the Chrome driver. What it is saying here? It is a C. C nothing but it is a class from where this is a package org openqa Selenium Chrome package. Under Chrome package, this is a Chrome driver class. Under Chrome driver class, sorry, under Chrome driver class, I'm having, this is saying that it's a Chrome driver constructor from which class? Chrome driver class. This is the constructor. If you navigate to that one, it will show you from where it is coming from. Okay. Now try to open this Chrome driver class. Control click. See here, team. You are not able to see the code, but you are able to see the methods. Whatever the methods mentioned inside this Chrome driver class, you can see here. Or else, so already we know it, right? So by using this object reference, we can access the methods, right? Now observing, this is my Chrome driver class object, driver dot. See, these are the methods from where? These are the methods from Chrome driver class. Now, one of the method we have, what is that method, team? Get method. Now, call get method. This is the method method, what is it is asking? It is asking a string URL. If you pass URL for this method, it will execute. What is the function of this method? This method will enter URL in your open browser. Now let me enter a URL. What is my URL now? https://www. Every time you have to give a fully qualified error. Let me execute entering URL. Now, and second step is it will enter URL. Observe it. See here, so whenever you execute a program by using Selenium, automated, what it is saying, Chrome using web, Chrome is being controlled by auto test software, nothing but browser control of Selenium. Launching browser. CD. Now this time it got launched browser and enter the URL. Right? This is how you have to launch browser. This is how you have to enter the URL. Right? And next step, what the next step is? Here I want to enter my username. Here I want to enter the username. So if you are going manually, you can able to see there is a browser. Inside browser I have launched my application, Gmail application. So under Gmail application here, in this place, so what is saying, enter email or phone number. I can see it, right? So Selenium cannot see. Selenium don't have eyes. So Selenium doesn't know whether your application having this text box. For that, you have to give some properties. You have to give this text box address to your Selenium. And we'll discuss how to give this address. So meanwhile, see here. So this is the one of the way we can launch browser. We have a number of ways to launch browser. Let's discuss how many ways we can launch browser. This is one of the interview question team. How to launch browser. So blindly you can say, so if it is a Chrome driver, you can launch like this. This is the first way. This is the first way. How can you launch? Chrome driver is called new Chrome driver. So what is here Chrome driver key? Here Chrome driver class or interface? What is here Chrome driver? Class, right? For class only we can create object in entire Java. You can create object for only class. Other than class, you are not allowed to create anything. And this is the first way you can create object. And let's discuss second way. Second way, even you can create or you can launch browser like this. WebDriver equals to new Chrome driver. And this is the second way. And here observe same thing I documented earlier. WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. See here, you can replace this Chrome driver. Copy this same thing. There is no any difference. As of now, there is no any difference. Let me comment first. Now observe. Move cursor here. What it is saying? Import WebDriver from same org open here. Same name. Let me import. Now, what is this WebDriver thing? What is this WebDriver? Now, if you move cursor, it is saying that. What is WebDriver? What is this WebDriver team? WebDriver is an interface coming from org OpenPA Selenium. So, can we create object for interface? Right now, WebDriver here. I'm creating it. I'm giving WebDriver. What it is saying, team? Getting error. Cannot instantiate the type WebDriver because it is an interface. For interfaces, we cannot create object. In Java, we can create object for only classes. Now, let me give. See here. Here I am creating object for Chrome driver, right? So this is my object reference. I can give anything. As of now, I'm giving WebDriver. Then how I am able to create? How I am able to create object for Chrome driver class by using this one reference WebDriver? Any idea? Any idea? In Java, we can create object for a class with or parent interface reference. Yes, sir. Here, what is my WebDriver here? WebDriver is a parent interface of Chrome driver class. WebDriver is a parent interface of Chrome driver class. If it is a parent interface, I can create object for this. We'll discuss in what is the use if we create object like this, and what is the use if we create object like this. Now observe whether I am able to launch browser if I go in this way. Now run as Java. Now browser got launched and URL entered. No difference. As of now, there is no difference. So if people may ask, so how to launch browser? So you can say if you want to launch browser, you can create object for Chrome driver class by using self class reference, and we can create object for nothing but we are calling Chrome driver class default constructor by using self class reference or parent interface reference. What is the parent interface here? Here the parent interface is WebDriver, right? And this is the second way. And now let me go third way. And even you can launch browsers like this: remote WebDriver driver equals to new Chrome driver. Again I am creating object for which class team? Again I am creating object for which class? Chrome driver. So here instead of WebDriver I can take remote WebDriver. Let me comment out this one. This is the second way by using parent interface. Again, third way here, and instead of WebDriver, this time take remote WebDriver, not WebDriver. Again, so what is saying? It is saying that remote WebDriver. Now move further here. What is asking here? If you want to use, first of all you have to import it. Import from where? org OpenClaw Selenium. Because it is present in another package from Selenium, and add it to my project. If you want to use this class or interface, first of all you have to import it. Now import it. Now observe whether I am able to launch browser. And we have a number of ways to, if you want to launch a specific browser, we have to, you can launch in number of ways. And this is one of the ways. So you can launch with self class reference, Chrome driver class, we can launch with parent interface reference, and this is the remote WebDriver is the parent class of Chrome driver class. In any way, we are creating object for which one? First way, second way, third way. In any way, we are creating object for only Chrome driver. Remember, whatever the class, whatever the name we have after the new keyword, for that class only we are creating object. Now, see this one. Browser launch, you are got enter. And this is the third way, remote WebDriver. So if I tell you the hierarchy, nothing but if I tell you Selenium hierarchy structure, what is the training class, what is the child class, what is the implementation class, now you will get a good clarity on this. Now, and even we can launch one more way, we can launch one more way by using one more parent interface, that is search context. There is one more interface, search context. Search context is an interface from Selenium org OpenClaw Selenium. Again, you can launch browser like this. Equal to new same class and creating object for same class. Program class. Now observe it. So I am getting error key. Any idea? We will discuss this. As of now, let's consider we are not able to launch this browser in this way. We will discuss how we are not able to run. This is also one way we will discuss after discussing hierarchy of Selenium. This is the fourth way. Now, let me give you the hierarchy of Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver. Our Selenium WebDriver is starting from an interface. I already discussed it. We have already discussed this one. So any project is starting from which one? Class or interface? Interface, right? See this one. So one of my parent interface is, so Selenium is starting from one interface called search context. I can document like this. So interface name is search context, right? See search context interface. Again, we have a one more interface called WebDriver. See, this is the child interface of search context. See, what is this thing? Search context interface, right? So it is an interface. Interface. I can say like this. Interface. Again, WebDriver also an interface, right? See here. In WebDriver, we have a method. Let's consider we have one method already we have seen. What is that method team? Get method. In WebDriver, we have a method. So if I give in WebDriver, the implementation classes are like this. See here, we have a method called get method. Let's consider one of the method. We are having get method. So for this method, we are having a parameter called string. Can I give the implementation for a method inside an interface? Yes or no? Can I give the implementation for a method inside an interface? No, right? Because so whatever the method you are giving inside an interface, by default those are public and abstract. So if you are giving a method inside interface, default those methods are acting as abstract method. You are not able to, or not you are not allowed to give implementation. Even you are not allowed to give method body. So then, who is the implementation classes of the WebDriver, and who will be the responsible for this implementation of WebDriver methods? Here we have a different classes. Here we have a different classes for giving implementation of WebDriver methods. Those are the classes we are calling as first one is Chrome driver class. Chrome driver class or interface. Just now we have seen Chrome driver is a class. That's why we are creating object. Now again we have a one more class, Internet Explorer class, and we have a Safari class or a Firefox class. For each and every browser, we have a class in Selenium WebDriver, Selenium API. We have a each and every class for availability of each and every browser. See, now whenever you implementing, see here my Chrome driver class. So what if you want to make relation between class and interface? What is the keyword thing? What is the keyword if you want to make a relation between class and interface? Implements, right? So there will be a keyword called implements. Always remember, this is how the implementation of your Selenium hierarchy. Now whenever you say like this, Chrome driver implements WebDriver, now you get all the methods from WebDriver by default. Now you are able to give the implementation for this method. Which method? Get method. Now you have a get method. String URL. Here this is method like this. Now here you are having method body. Now here the what the logic thing? Enter URL in which browser? Chrome browser. This is how the implementation of your get method inside your Chrome driver class. Now coming to the Internet Explorer. So here, so what? How the implementation of this get method here? Enter URL in where? Here it will enter URL in Internet Explorer. And now you're able to understand the use of WebDriver interface. See, earlier we have discussed MS Office, right? So there we have discussed new option, new method. If you click on new method from creating object of Excel class, it will create new Excel file. If you execute a method by creating object of Word class, it will create new Word file. Yes or no? And the method execution is always depends upon your runtime object. Always your method execution depends upon runtime object. In polymorphism, you have to create what is the ground routine? You have to create always child class object. Here, what are my child classes here? Here, if I create Chrome driver class object, it will launch Chrome driver browser. It will launch Chrome browser. If I create Internet Explorer class object, it will launch Internet Explorer browser. If I create object for Firefox driver, it will create and it will launch Firefox browser. And each and every class having the same method with different implementation. Here, if you call method after creating Firefox driver class object, it will launch Firefox browser and will enter URL in which browser? Firefox browser. That is how the implementation of the get method in each and every class. In each and every class, here what is my intention team? Here my intention is I want to maintain a same name. What is the method name? Here I want to maintain same method name with different implementation. That is the actual use of interface. So now you are able to understand the uses of interface, right? Here what I'm trying to say is, so we have a get method in each and every class. We have a get method in Chrome driver class. We have a get method in Internet Explorer class. We have a get method in Firefox driver class. We have a get method in Edge browser class, Edge driver. And even we have a Opera driver class. And we have a each and every class browser specific browser classes in Selenium WebDriver to launch your browser. Suppose if you want to interest to run your application on Internet Explorer browser, here you have to create object for which class team. Instead of Chrome driver, here you have to create like this Internet Explorer driver. You can give the object as of now. Let me give driver equal to. Now this time you have to create object for what team? Internet Explorer driver. Let me communicate this. Observing. Now this get method refers to which class? Now this get method referring to which class team? It is referring to Internet Explorer browser. Nothing but Internet Explorer driver class. We are creating object of Internet Explorer driver class. That is the actual use of interfaces. What is the use of interface team? If you want to maintain common methods, but if you want to give the different implementation based on your requirement in each and every class, go for an interface and take implementation classes. Nothing but make a relationship. How to make a relationship? Class implement that interface. Now, my each and every class here. What are the classes here? Chrome driver class, Internet Explorer class, Firefox class, Edge driver class. My each and every class implements interface. What is my interface here? WebDriver. Whenever I say a class implements WebDriver, now the default methods, whatever the methods present in interface, those are the methods coming to your class with implementation. Nothing but your method bodies. Now, if you want to give the implementation, and that is the actual implementation of your WebDriver interface, Chrome driver class, Internet Explorer class, and each and every class. Creating. Now, by using get method, you are able to enter URL in browser. Now, we have one more method. That method name is, we can call by using object reference. What is that method? Fit method. So if you call this method, it will fit your browser. So whatever the browser you have launched, it will fit your browser. Let me close this browser. Whatever I have launched. Let me close this all the browser so that you can be able to differentiate. No, I don't have any new browser. Just I have my installed browser. And let me launch my Chrome browser. How to launch this thing? How to launch Chrome browser? You can launch anyway. Let's go for the first way. Now, see this one. So with this line, 19 line, I can launch browser. With 20 line, I can enter URL. With 21 line, I can quit. Nothing but I can close my browser. Now observe, observe. First of all, it will launch browser and enter URL. After entering URL, immediately it will quit browser. Nothing but it will close the browser. Now URL got entered, right? Now immediately it will update, right? And this is the method, same implementation. Now the quit method in each and every class. Each and every class. How we have implementation of get method, and you have a quit method in each and every class. Now, if you call a quit method in Chrome browser, Chrome driver, it will quit Chrome driver browser. If you call quit method from Internet Explorer browser, Internet Explorer driver, it will quit your Internet Explorer browser. Firefox driver class, it will quit your Firefox browser which you have got launched. Clear thing? And next class, we'll discuss each and every method implementation and each and every method use case, how the implementation and what is the use and where we have to use, we'll discuss in next. Thank you.